Stop eating KFC. It is flesh you've been eating all this while. I'm gonna tell you why. Have you seen the newest KFC commercial or advert in the UK? It is cannibalism in plain light. I would love to know your thoughts on this. I think it is wild to see how they take a human body into the gravy body of water, drown it until the bubbles of the breath stop, and then lifting a piece of fried chicken from the gravy. Like, what is that all about? The new KFC commercial is really cannibalistic. It's going viral and for all the wrong reasons. In this dark commercial ad, Kentucky Fried Chicken depicts a cult-like ritual in the woods where a man is baptized in a lake of hot grease and emerges as a piece of fried chicken, sparking outrage online. Viewers are calling it disturbing, satanic, and proof of hidden symbolism in fast food marketing. This creepy KFC commercial has ignited conspiracy theories about the meat industry, cannibalism, and the disturbing idea that human meat could be hidden in our food supply. In this video, I revealed the undisclosed symbolism, decode the hidden messages, and explore the growing claims that fast food ads are getting darker and more disturbing. Is KFC pushing an agenda? Or is this just a shock advertising gone too far? Watch and decide for yourself, please. Let's take a look. What is the KFC trying to tell us? Trying to tell us? Thank you for watching. What is KFC trying to tell us? Because this new commercial or advert is strange. At the beginning of the advert or commercial, a dude or a boy is walking in the woods or forest and he notices a creature. Some say it is a chicken, but I'm gonna tell you it's not a chicken. It is a Wendigo. Wendigos are cannibalistic monsters that feed on human flesh. I'll explain their origin and meaning later on. So they stare at each other, but there is more. A girl appears out of nowhere, and it appears to be a dark ceremony or ritual, and they make a circle around them. And what happens next? They leviate and the crowd takes off. Take a look at the next scene. They are carrying a golden egg, and since that's not enough, the girl picks up a guy and carries him into the greasy lake or river that appears to be great, and she puts him down or dips him in, and when she pulls him up, a chicken comes out. What I noticed is that this resembles baptism, and that represents new birth. What does this have to do with eating chicken? And I just want to advise you in regards to what you eat or where you eat out at times. and time again. And remember, in the video they show us an eye, and this time they choose an eye of a Wendigo. This wasn't a coincidence. Whatever point they were trying to make, it's obvious that they got their point across. Everything that's done in the dark, it shall come to the light. So brothers and sisters, don't be deceived. And Wendigos do feed on human flesh. So when she saw the guide, and all of a sudden the rest of the Wendigos appeared and surrounded both of them. And later a golden egg appeared in the scene, and suddenly a grizzly lake was shown before them. And later he comes out beneath or below the egg, and the lady picked him up into the grizzly lake and dipped him inside the water. And a moment later he came out as a fried chicken. So allegedly KFC is trying to tell us the truth about what we are really eating without telling us the truth about what we are really eating. So they just released this new ad that has nothing to do with eating chicken, but has a whole bunch of other stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. So for a lack of better words, in their video they allegedly been trying to tell us that they have been feeding us with people's or human flesh. So matter of fact, this video takes me back to a video I watched some time ago about McDonald's selling 6.5 million burgers a day. So where the hell is all of this chicken coming from? So this brings me to the reason why I stopped eating fast food. Now come to talk about the Wendigo. The beast or the monster you saw in the video is named Wendigo. The Wendigo is a mythological cannibalistic monster or evil spirit from Algonquian folklore, often depicted as a fearsome beast that stalks and eats humans, or as a spirit that possesses humans, causing them to turn into cannibals. It is a creature from the spiritual traditions of Algonquian-speaking First Nations in the North America, often described as a monstrous, emaciated figure with a deer-like appearance, sometimes with antlers. Some depictions include features like large, bloodshot eyes, pointed teeth, and long, sharp claws. In some traditions, the Wendigo is said to have a heart made of ice. Wendigos serve as cautionary tales about the dangers of greed, isolation, and the potential loss of humanity in dire circumstances. In some traditions, humans transform into Wendigos due to their own weakness or selfish desires. The Wendigo is associated with winter and can be seen as a manifestation of the anxieties that emerge during harsh conditions. The concept of the Wendigo has been widely used in literature, film, and other forms of art. Examples include the novel The Wendigo by Algernon Blackwood in 1910, the film Pet Sematary by Stephen King, and appearances in shows like Supernatural and Teen Wolf. It represents the dangers of unchecked desires. Wendigos are described as powerful monsters that have a desire to kill and eat their victims. The word itself, Wendigo, comes from an Algonquin word meaning evil spirit. Wendigo folklore has been passed down through generations, and it remains a popular topic and subject of much speculation among indigenous peoples and scholars. In most traditions, Wendigo is human in origin and becomes a monster through a process that results either from act of starvation-induced cannibalism or from possession by a spirit. It's typically associated with winter, cold, and famine, and it's believed to be created when a person resorts to cannibalism due to extreme hunger or greed. The Wendigo is a creature supernaturally cursed with a ravenous hunger for the flesh of intelligent beings. It especially prefers feeding on members of the same race it once belonged to, usually humans. The Wendigo's foul appearance reflects the depravity of its soul, having turned to cannibalism during its wretched former life. The Wendigo can mimic the voice and cry of its victim it has eaten in the past, and uses this to attract new prey. Stop eating or giving your kids fast food, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, and the like, and start eating or giving your kids homemade natural food. They want to turn us all and our children into cannibals, monsters, beasts, zombies. There is nothing that will forever be hidden in the dark. I have never pleaded with you before to share any of my videos. Please, but this one, try share them. While doing so, remain blessed. Bye for now.